Agility Week 1 crate training. So this is just a quick video for my agility students, so this should match up with the notes that I sent out to you. My dog's already crate trained, so this is why I can go through it really quickly, because he isn't going to keep trying to push out the front of the crate like your dogs would typically do. Like I say, just a short version. So let's give it a go. So step 1. We need your dog in the crate. So they are not going to come out of the crate again until they're invited to do so towards the end of the video. So what you're going to do, your dog is in the crate. You're going to open the door slightly. Typically, a dog that doesn't know crate games will automatically come forward and try and put their nose in there and push their way out. She knows it. So we're skipping ahead. So when she comes forward, my response is going to be that I'm going to latch the door shut. I'm going to go to the back of the crate and I'm going to feed through the wire right at the back. I'm going to repeat it. I open the door, so a new dog would typically move forward. She's not going to. I'm going to close the door. I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to feed at the back. So the reason I'm feeding at the back is because I want to build value for that area. At the moment, the value is at the front because the dogs know as soon as the door's open, that's a cue to push out of the crate. I want her to think there's no point in trying to push the front of the door because everything good is happening at the back. So what you would do gradually over time is you would start to open this door just a little bit further. In between that, you would go to the back and feed high and at the back. How many repetitions do you have to do? Every dog is different. Some will get it straight away, others 10 minutes later will still be trying to break out the door. But I've never done a class yet, whereas after like 40 minutes, the dogs are trying to push out. Never had any failures yet, only dogs that just, their owners are convinced that they don't like crates, and when that happens, we'll improvise some other way for the dogs. But when your dog has got the idea that door open is not a signal to come out, then you have to start testing them in other ways. So with most dogs, when you, so I'm going to have to close it because you came forward. I'm going to have to leave it there. When you produce their leash, they get super excited because they think it's playtime. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it off. I'm going to close the door. I'm going to feed high and at the back. Yeah. I'm going to come around the front. I'm going to open it. Now, most dogs, like I say, when they know it means playtime or a walk, are going to get super excited. You're going to open the door and they're going to rush back out. So, you experiment. If they move forward, close, feed high at the back. That's what you're going to do. Put that on. Close the door. Feed high at the back. Good. You're going to keep repeating that. Leash on, leash off. Door open. Move around. Back, feed. You might experiment by dropping a toy in front of the crate door. That will usually cause some dogs to break, which gives you an opportunity to reinforce by closing, feeding high at the back. Okay. Now, when you've done that, we need to test the dogs. We need to test how much value we put into this crate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite her out the crate. So this will be the first time she's come out the crate in, say, 40 minutes. And then when she comes out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step on her leash so she only has an area that's in front of me. What will typically happen with most dogs is as soon as they get out, they'll have their nose down on the floor, sniffing, but that's going to quickly become boring. Class time, there'd be dogs next to them, so a lot of them have a hard time because they would think they can play with the other dog. But what you need to do is just basically ignore your dog. No touch, no talk, no eye contact. Ignore them, make yourself really boring. Really quickly, they've smelt everything on the floor, so that's now boring. So when that happens, what your dog should do is think, what's the next most rewarding place for me? And just a few minutes ago, they were being rewarded in their crate. So what you do is basically wait them out, wait till they decide, okay, I'm getting nothing out the front here, so I might as well go back in the crate to see good things will happen in there. I'm not going to say any words like in your crate or anything like that. This is your dog's choice to go back into the crate. No pushing, no pulling. If she gets really stuck and happens to glance at the crate, I might reinforce it by throwing a treat in the crate for her. When she does go in, she's going to reward, I am going to reward. Okay, let's give it a go. Because unfortunately she's trained me through repetition that she's only going in the crate as I put a treat in there first. So, let's call her out, okay. If you did work on your watch me command notes last week, your dog will have learnt already how rewarding it is when they look in your eyes. So really before I even take her out the crate, I'm waiting for her to look at me. Okay, so put on here, make myself really boring. Yes, good. So she stepped towards the crate, I reinforced it. Okay, so I reward. Okay, let's go. So now, yes. So see how she keeps looking at the crate? She's trying to get some kind of feedback from me. I know you can't see me in the camera, but that's why she's looking upwards. Actually, she's moved away from the camera, but she's sat there, she's looking at me. She's waiting for me to give her some kind of directions, because that's what she's used to doing. So now she's looking around the room. Yes, good, yeah. Nice. Okay, one last time. Okay. Yes, good. Nice. Close the door. So that basically is a very quick summary of crate games. It's wonderful for impulse control. I mean, we didn't really have too many distractions while I was doing the video. Class time, it's a lot more challenging. There's going to be dogs moving around the room. There's going to be toys being thrown. So loads and loads of opportunities for me to reinforce her for staying in the crate. But yeah, that's basically it. So you can put that into practice, ready for class next week. Life will definitely be a lot easier for you and for your dogs, because they're starting to think that the crate is not only rewarding, but it's like a chill out zone, somewhere where they don't mind being at all.